10 minutes from the start of Fingle Bridge, just by the river here. And I come down this path from where the pub is at Fingle Bridge, which is straight up that way. And I'm going to go down to the Weir. Up the Weir, upstream. I meant to say. Yeah. Right, I just got to this part of the river where there's a little hydroelectric sort of point there. You can just see across the trees before we get to the Weir. I'll come down again now. I'm just filming these steps because there's quite a steep climb up here. There's a dog coming down. There. It gets steep in some of these parts, so these steps, so I couldn't do it anymore with my dog because she couldn't manage the steps, and I can hardly manage them because of my leg. But if there is a flatter way to go, I'm going the steep way up. So yeah, you can see some of this rocky bits you've got to climb. There is a rail on this bit here, which helps. But if anyone's got really disability, they might not be able to manage. It's all up and down the rocks on this side. So there's the Weir. Yeah. I'll get down to the swim now. Dog. He decided to come for a swim with me. There he is, border collie, with a couple of guys. Yeah, look. Chin. Hydroelectric bit. It's an old hydroelectric plant where it's just the water through there and through these spinners which take out the everything that might block the boulders, stones, all that sort of stuff, and it goes down to the plant which is further down the river, which I filmed earlier on. Down there is the iron bridge. I'm on the iron bridge, which is going back over. So you can see here, it's down the river. Oh, hang on. Turn us around if I can. Iron bridge through here, I'm walking this way, across here, this down the river, and that's where I just come from, the Weir, where I was just swimming. The old dry stone walls here, a bit dark there, like I say. That way. If you came over the bridge and turned right, you could go back up towards Castle Drogo, and you can also go back that way. But obviously, if you park one, and then you're the wrong end from where you park. But yeah, there's some beautiful views at Castle Drogo. It's really nice. It's a bit harder to find, I think, to find my way. See, there's fields up there where you can sort of go wrong. I find it easier to orientate from Fingle Bridge, but Castle Drogo is beautiful. It's very narrow here. You can't see here, through the trees. And I'm hoping I can cut. This is the right, I think it is the right path back. So I'm looking for this side of the bridge. Yeah, this side of the river. But it looks like this track's been beaten through to get back to the main path. If it hasn't, I'm going to have to go back. But I think these are all the ferns as well, and you can see so many. Looks like rainforest. sure this is actually, no, I don't think this is the right path. I'm just looking at it. Yeah, so I did make a mistake then, and I went up the path which I thought I cut through as the higher path, and it doesn't, and that just shows it's steep coming up from that bridge there as well. That's the bridge to the iron bridge, the steps. But it just shows, that's where I just came up from before, that you need to, I wandered up off there because I thought there was a higher path, but I couldn't find it, and I got stuck in the middle of ferns, and it was hard to find the path again. So the thing is, it is so easy to get, go wrong at Dartmoor. And the thing is, you need to stay near the rivers. Well, I always think I know where the river is. I mean, I've got to get completely lost once, and a dog's fault because she wandered away from the river. I mean, we got lost in Dartmoor in the middle of winter and ended up getting rescued by helicopter. Which was great. It was a free ride in a helicopter with my dog, but it's embarrassing though when you get stuck in. But and scary as well, but yeah. So stick by the wall. That's the thing. On the way back, here's this dry stone wall. I stick on the path by the wall, and this is obviously the path back. I don't know why I tried to wander up to a higher path. I seem to remember there is a higher path, but it didn't go anywhere when I went up there, and I got stuck in the middle of a load of ferns and couldn't find the path down. It's quite steep, and it's very easy to end up falling, and that's why you got to know what you're doing. And a lot of the time, and sometimes I just carry a compass, but I don't now. But I mean, I do. I would if I remember, but if I forget, I have got one. But it's not remembering to bring it out. But oh yeah, here I'm coming up to the hydroelectric. So down this way, just before I want to see over the wall. And down there, anyway, there's the that's where I was just the bit before the Weir, and where the little hydroelectric plant is there down there. I don't just see, so I need to reach over the wall. Anyway, so I know I'm going the right way, and I'm going back towards Fingle Bridge now. This way. So here's where it splits between the height. So I've just come through this gate here on the path, and these splits, and there's a lower path, and there's a higher path up that way. I'm going to take the lower path, stick by the riverway. I think they're both by the river, just one's higher and one's lower. Only because I've had enough, and that one's uphill, so I'm going to go. My leg, it's a bit achy, very achy, it's pain. And yeah, that hydroelectric thing, that's where the water inlet bit, but the actual plant, that takes the water in at that bit down there that I filmed, and then the actual plant is just down here somewhere. I filmed it from across the river earlier. So here's the hydroelectric bit, actual plant. So the water's fed from down there by, where I showed you by the Weir, and it is fed underground, I think, from when it gets put through that sluice and then fed underground, it comes to here. Very old hydroelectric, small hydroelectric setup here. It's like some wildlife on the river. Let's see what it is. Right down there. I see. It's birds, I think, of some sort. Yeah, it's birds. There's the front of it. Yeah. See where the water comes into the plant here from that bit further down, underground. Here another sluice, looks like another sluice there. And then, look at this, and then the building here. I just found just come back down this, just there's a bit of path to walk down here, babe. What was that? Yeah, just here. Yeah, look. Quality Street. And the thing is, to eat or not to eat, somebody's dropped it. Never know, it might be a poison. So, there's a little bridge here. Before I get back, I'm going to cross over because I'm not sure where that ends up, that bit of the path, but I know this bit. So you just quickly cross over this bit. And it brings you back, I think, through this sort of meadow area. I mean, both paths, I think, go back, but I know this meadow area and it's nice on the way back. So you just, yeah, it's just coming up to it here. Yeah, it's here. A nice open meadow. Some people having a picnic over there or something. There's seats and you just sit there. There's a couple of benches, I think there's one there. And then I'm going to walk through the meadow. And I'm nearly back now to where the pub is. I've come out, it's just about to come, there's Fingle Bridge. There, big sort of hill there, and it. And yeah, just coming up, I'm just going to go up to the pub.